Hi there, my name is Matthew, aka EZBOT, and today I want to talk about using your Octatrack as a multi-drum machine. And what I mean by multi-drum machine is that you can have one pattern and multiple different drum machines play that pattern, that you can switch in between on the fly and live if you'd like. But it's just another way to use your Octatrack, a way to breathe new life into your Octatrack if it's just been sitting on the shelf. You can turn it into this really fun and usable drum machine and just get tons more mileage out of it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. To understand how to do this, you have to have a bit of an understanding of parts on the Octatrack. You only have 4 parts per bank on the Octatrack, so if you wanted to have tons of these drum machines I'm about to show you, you would use multiple banks. But for this example, we're just going to use one bank and 4 different drum machines. Those drum machines are the 606, the 707, the 808, and the 909. As you can see labeled on my parts, I have 606, 707, 808, and 909 labeled there. Here we can audition all the sounds that we have in our classic drum machines. So here's the 606, 707, 808, and 909. So I'm using one pattern across here, and I can just switch between drum machines on the fly. So let me show you what I mean. So here we are at the 606. Those are clearly 606 sounds. They're not modified in any way. So here we go. Let's switch over to the 707. Ooh, yeah. I do like the 707. Here's the 808. The classic cowbell. Never have enough of that. And the 909, everybody's favorite. Oh, you can hear that I was using a little bit of plate reverb. Get rid of that real quick. So that actually brings me to a point. Every one of the machines, every one of your voices in your drum machines, your multiple drum machines, can have their own 2 insert effects. So if you want, you could put a compressor on your master track, a plate reverb on your snare, some distortion on your kick to make rumble bass, or a delay if you want to make some sort of rumbly, bassy type stuff. Every single one of these will have their own effect per instrument, per part. So each one of your drum machines can have its own effects, and then you can build out your scenes specific to those machines, which is really cool. So to do this, all you do is you select a part, let's go back to the 606, and then you just go in to your machines and start putting the correct sample per track. So if we're going to do this, you'd want to have them all match the right type of instrument. So where you put a kick, if you're going to have kicks on track 1, they should all have kicks on track 1. 606, 707, 808, 909 should all have the kick on 1. So for me, it's going kick, snare, hat, open hat, cymbal, whatever auxiliary sound, whether it be like a cowbell or a clap or a rim shot, and then a tom, typically on 7 so far. Those are the choices you have to make. You can't put every single instrument that comes on there because we do want to have a master track, and some of the instruments have more than just 8 instruments on them anyway, like the 909. Has lots of different sounds. So you have to pick which ones you want, but for the most part, you can get most of them into your Octatrack. You can also build multiple machines if you wanted, so you could have one that is the 808 that has the cowbell and the 808 that has the toms, or whatever. You get the idea. So I think this is a really fun way to breathe new life into your Octatrack. You could buy a sample pack of all the different drum machines that you'd like, open a new project in your Octatrack, assign a drum machine per part per bank, and then you have 16 banks of 4 drum machines each. So you could essentially have pretty much every drum machine you could think of in your Octatrack. And what's great is that as you're playing these sounds, when you adjust the source here, like I'm adjusting the source of I'm adjusting the pitch of my kick drum. Here's my snare, right? This is only adjusting the 606's pitch. So when I go over to this machine here, it's like I have most of the controls that you would find in these classic drum machines to begin with. And you can add all sorts of cool stuff to them. Like you can make them more interesting. You can use modified versions of these drum machines and have them have stuff kind of like pre-tuned on them, like a little bit more noise or a little bit of distortion on them. So it's just really fun. I love the idea of having just one pattern and then just trying out different full drum machines on it. and turning your Octatrack into a classic, right? Well, the Octatrack is a classic, but much older classics. You know, reliving that 909 right now. Not that it ever left, because I've been using 909 samples forever. I just can't seem to stop. Let me turn up the direct here so we can get some of the Syntac dual VCO in on this. I like the 909 better there. Dope. Some gated reverb. Make my hi-hats really wide. I called it a stereoizer, it's the spatializer. I'm a space cadet sometimes. So don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, tell me what drum machines you would put into your Octatrack. Anything else you want to talk about, just go ahead and comment. Join me in my Discord, there'll be a link down in the comments. Visit my Patreon, my zip profile, and don't forget to check out my Octatrack Performance Template 2.0 you can find on my Ko-fi page or my Patreon. See you next time.